Hi, my name is Monte. I am here with Solo YGO. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe to the video. And following that, we will go ahead and continue on with an Ignister Mathmech profile. I've had this deck since Ignition Assault first came out, and it has slowly evolved into what it is now. Starting off, we will go off with the basic of a Chi-Chi at Ignister. We run 3 of him because he is one of the 1-card starters of the deck, and he will add you any level 4 Ignister that you need from your deck. And then moving on, we'll go ahead and go to Picari at Ignister, one of my favorites. Also run this one at 3 because it's just as important as a Chi-Chi, and this one will add you any Ignister spell or trap.
He's got a nice hat.
It is very nice, and it's also a 1-card starter for the deck.
Nice.
So, moving on, we have the 1 Baruru, the 1 Donmari, and the 1 Doyon. Baruru specifically is only at 1 just because it's only added off of Cyber's Wicked. Donmari, you don't ever want to open this card. You just want to send it to the graveyard at some point. Preferably off of Baruru because his own effect is like a Foolish Burial. And Donmari is a nice little card to stop anything, certain things when you have your Link 6 on the field. And then Doyon, when you use it as a Link summon, it'll add any AI spell or trap from your graveyard to your hand, so it's nice to recur your stuff.
Very nice.
And next up, we have Gachari and Hiyari. Gachari is a free summon if you negate one of your monster's effects. It's also nice to have. Hiyari is a free summon in it itself because as long as you have another Ad Ignister monster on the field, it just summons from hand.
Nice. So you wouldn't consider playing any of these last 5 at 2 or more? Not necessary?
I might run Doyon at 2. Doyon has its specialties that help the deck a little bit, especially recurring the Monster Reborns of the deck.
Okay.
Mathmech wise, we have 1 Sigma and 1 Circular, because ban list, thank you, Circular at 1. Sigma is definitely one of the ones you send off Circular because it'll summon itself from the graveyard.
These are the main ones?
The main 2 for me at least, yes.
Okay.
And then after that, we have the Subtraction, the Diameter, and the Addition. Subtraction and Addition summon themselves from targeting anything you control, and it makes it gain 1,000 attack, and it summons itself. Diameter is one of the big ones just because you normal summon it, and then if you use it for anything like an Xyz or the Mathmech cards, they get a negate on top of their usual effects.
Okay.
And spell-wise, we have the 2 AI lands. Running 3 is almost too much just because the AI lands themselves can recur themselves. So there's almost no point in running 3, but it's also the main card of the deck because it helps you special summon all your Ignisters from hand.
It looks nice as the Secret Rare OG.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. Most people run 3, but I only run 2 AI Michus. I feel like 3 is a little bit too much. But it's just reveal a card from your extra deck with 2,300 attack, and you add the Ignister of the corresponding attribute.
You mentioned your deck already has enough gas as is.
It does. It does have a lot of gas into the deck. It's almost too easy to get into your 1-card starters in the deck.
3 is almost just not necessary.
Oh yeah.
You just set yourself up for Ash Blossom or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good Ash bait though.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Reborns of the deck, I only run 1 Fighting Spirit and 1 Aota Reborn. They're both Monster Reborns. They have their little pluses, and then with that we have the 1 Mathmech spell of Mathmech Equation, just to to summon back one of your Mathmechs from the graveyard to give you that extra Link summon, basically.
Okay. We got the generic support next.
Oh yeah. Generic support wise, 3 Signet Mining is a must. It's also great if you draw the Donmari in hand because there you go, it's already in the graveyard thanks to Signet Mining. And plus, if you open all your Ignisters and you have the Signet Mining, you can use it to get your Circular and go into your Mathmech plays before the Ignisters even hit the field.
Right, this one's definitely more diverse than the other one.
Yes.
You can go into either engine.
Right. Yeah.
Makes sense.
A lot of people don't play this, but Link in the Vrains, I run 2. It's nice to be able to just summon a monster from hand and then immediately Link summon it, and the Link summon cannot be negated.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this card since it came on the tins.
Oh yeah, it's really good. You can use it to like get into your big monsters that you don't want people to Solemn Judgment or anything like that. It's a great card.
It'll have its day. I think it's going to come into some format down the line.
Oh yeah. And of course, the stops. We have the Harpy's Feather Duster and the Call by the Grave. Definitely I mean, going second, you definitely need the Duster for a lot of nowadays, especially with Labyrinths. Called by the Grave, you know, stop the hand traps and stuff like that.
What hand trap is the biggest one that hurts you? Does Droll hurt?
Droll definitely hurts. I add so much from deck to hand.
So Called by the Grave is an answer to Droll.
Ash hurts. Ghost Bell can hurt.
There can be only one, of course, hurts you too, right?
There can only one definitely hurts me.
You got some main deck outs. There's some popular cards in the format right now.
Yes, everything in my deck is Cybers.
There can be only one, and Droll and a Lockbird are everywhere right now.
Oh, yeah. Trap-wise, though, we run the 2 Solemn Strikes just to kind of stop you from summoning anything that might mess with my cards as I go. Or any big monster effects you have.
It's a good card.
2-dimensional barriers. A lot of decks right now like to special summon from the extra deck. Fusion, Xyz. Like, it's a good stop to keep them at bay while you can still do all your stuff and keep them from messing with you too bad.
Fair enough.
Then 2 Ice Dragons Prisons. This one is more as if I'm playing stuff like Sword Soul or probably a branded deck, because I can take some of their monsters away and then maybe I want to keep them, but at the same time, if they are causing a threat to my deck, I can just banish both of them and stop their plays right there with just that card.
Yeah, you're running a lot of 2-up, so you can easily change ratios both sides.
Oh, yes.
Because right now in Cashier, obviously that wouldn't hurt that deck.
Oh, yeah.
But
And then 2 Nibiru's, definitely going second. This card is a must just because a lot of decks right now are summoning a crap ton of monsters on their first turn, and we just stop it immediately. And then, of course, the generic 2 Ash Blossoms. Can't beat it.
Self-explanatory, yeah.
Can't beat it.
Gets straight into the extra deck.
Oh, yeah. And starting off with the not Link monsters, we have the Alambertian and the Wind Pegasus at Ignister. For a while I ran the Lapillation, but I never saw a really good use for it. A little bit harder to summon than those 2. Link 1 wise, we got the 3 Dark Infants, of course. The Dark Infants are a must just because they search the field spell, change their position on the field, and change their type to help you with the Link 6.
And then we have the last Link 1.
Oh yeah, Lingaribo, stopping trap cards. It's always a good one.
We got the Link 2s next.
Link 2s, Update Jammer, Wicked, and Splash Mage. Wicked is your, when you have that one on the field, you special summon a monster to its zone it points to, banish a Cybers from your graveyard, and you add Baru or the Mathmech, depending on where you're at in the game. Splash Mage, summon one from the grave, Update Jammer, double attack. Link 3s, Transcode, Heat Soul, and Dark Templar. Transcode, good Link climb, summon another Link 2 back from the graveyard. Decode Talker, draw a card, pay 1,000 life, can't beat it. Dark Templar at Ignister and summon 3 Ignisters back from the field. Combo that with your Dark Infant, and the Dark Infant will move and become a Divine, and it'll summon 3 more with it. So
very nice. We got the big boys next. We got 2 4s and a 6.
2 4s and a 6. A lot of people don't run Mech Knight, but if you get stopped somewhere in your plays, Abramax is a great stall card, and it's a pretty good beater either way. Access code is access code. Everybody knows access code. But the Link 6 Arrival is always my main goal. I can get that thing to 6,000 attack.
Card's insane.
And it's unaffected by everything. Can't Super Poly it, can't Dark Ruler.
Can you Gamma Seal it?
Yes, Kaiju's and I think it was just Kaiju's and then beating over it are the only real 2 good ways to get rid of it.
Okay. Thank you, Monte. You happy with all your ratios as of today?
I think maybe another Splash Mage in part of the 3rd Dark Infant would probably be my go-to.
All right, well, that's the Mathmech Ignister for July of 2023.
All right, thank you, and y'all have a good day.
Peace out.